The question was, how do you get your site, your product or whatever it may be, on the first page of Google? There's many different ways. Are you a grandmaster at SEO?
So yeah, I mean, getting on the front page of Google is very, very competitive. It's hard. It takes a lot of time. And SEO is search engine optimization. It's basically the art of building your website in a way that when the Google spiders crawl it, it's going to say, you know what, for this particular topic, your website is more relevant than any other site on the net. The problem is you're competing with every other site on the net that's also trying to be that relevant. So what I'd recommend is, rather than trying to make your website #1 for a specific search result, which could take a lot of money and a lot of time, focus on making yourself the first search result for something that you're really good at. So how many people out here in the audience have Google searched their own name? And are you the first result for your own name, or is someone else the first result for your own name? But it's not you. And even when you are the first result, is the thing that comes up always what you want to come up as the first result? Or is it some random piece of information that you're like, really? What? So the advice that I would give is, take control over your own name on the internet. If you create a blog and you title the blog your own name, and you make the headers of the blog your own name, and you make it a point to post in that blog twice a week and use your name in every blog post every time you do it, within 4 to 6 months, more likely than not, unless someone very, very famous has your name, you will become the first result on Google for your own name. Because Google will find that your blog, that particular web page, uses your name more than what's currently showing up as the first result for your name. So that's going to control both, you are now the first result for your own name, and not some random piece of content, but a blog that you very purposefully created. So step 1 is to make sure you own your own name. Step 2 is, what does that blog say? If you're trying to start your own business, make that blog your insights about the sector of the workforce that you're in, the opportunity you're trying to seize. So if a potential investor Google searches your name, they're not going to find an embarrassing photo of you on Flickr or on Facebook. They're going to find a blog, like let's say you want to sell shoes. They're going to find, when they search for your name, they're going to find a blog that is all about your insight about the retail shoe market and your taste in shoes and what you think about shoes. And when you're going to that investor and you're saying, hey, invest in my shoe company, when they search for you, they're not going to be like, whoa, that picture's crazy. They're going to say, oh, this person is really dedicated to shoes, and they say really interesting things about shoes. So that accomplishes 2 goals. You're owning your name, you're coming up first, and you're making sure that when someone looks for you, what they're finding is an example of how passionate and driven and smart you are about the business that you're trying to raise money for.
Thank you, Jordan. Let me just say, if you haven't done so already, you may want to consider buying your name, your domain name. Somebody bought mine already. Believe it or not, I was surprised when I saw somebody owned Carson Tang. It was, who the heck would want that? But somebody owns it nevertheless. Fortunately, I'm on the first 8 pages when you do a search.